Welcome back to Sports Just right here on the Captain TV studios. Yes, today I have two amazing gentlemen with me on the show today. I have the one and only Kayode. Good afternoon and welcome to Sports Just.
Afternoon, dearest. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Good to have you back. I also have the amazing Cyprian. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Just. You're always very excited. I don't know if he's my, I don't know, this smile. I think my smile is a bit, it's kind of contagious. Yes, the Premier League is back. Yes. I am super excited. Not just the Premier League, the La Liga is also back. I'm sure by next week all the leagues will be back. I'm sure you guys have missed club football.
Very well. Very well.
And I wonder why you're happy.
I am happy. It's looking good.
You couldn't win your first game. Come on.
I mean, if you check the statistics in the past 7 or 8 games or 9 games, Chelsea, Liverpool, it ended in a draw. Yes, we met them in an FA Cup final. We also met them in an EFL Cup final. It was still a draw.
So why?
I think they used, they used okra soup to cook Chelsea and Liverpool. And I think that is why we are playing too much draws. But some of the results from the weekend's game, yes, it started with Manchester City taking on Burnley. Man City were away and they won 3-0. Courtesy of 2 goals from the striker extraordinaire himself, Erling Haaland. For Arsenal, they are off to a bright start. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. AFC Bournemouth played out a 1-0 draw against West Ham United. And for Brighton, it was an annihilation as they defeated Luton Town 4-1. While for Everton, they lost at home to Fulham. That was 0-1 in favor of Fulham. Well, for Sheffield United, Crystal Palace, Sheffield also lost 0-1 to Crystal Palace. And for Newcastle United, they were on a rampage as they defeated Aston Villa 5-1. Yes, that was Saturday. And on Sunday, Brentford, Tottenham ended in a 2-0 draw, while the big game was Chelsea-Liverpool, and it ended in a 1-0 draw. Yes, today, 8 o'clock Nigerian time, or 8:30 thereabout, yes, Manchester United will be taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers. Any expectations for that game, Cyprian?
It's a win and nothing but a win.
Oh, you are confident now. You had doubt earlier on.
Yeah, I had doubt because for like the past 3 seasons, games between United and Wolves have always ended in 1-0. 1-1, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, 1-1, 1-0. Like that. It's not. They have not been goals.
But that was the Man United then. This is in Man United, under Ten Hag.
I'm very confident. But then,
okay,
as usual, I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, but Wolves, in my opinion, are looking like a team that is kind of confused right now.
They're still trying to get their
balance.
I
mean, they lost Ruben Neves. I'm sure they've
lost their coach. They lost
their manager.
They're trying to get balance too, but that doesn't take them away from. That doesn't take the players away from doing what players will always do. So, for me, I don't know why I don't like Man U anymore. Because they would love I have for my friend Cyprian. I'll just say good luck to you guys. But as you talked about the Man U of then, I don't understand. The Man U of Ten Hag started, I think, more than half of last season.
Yeah.
And they played Wolverhampton even after then, and they still ended up, I think, maybe 1-0.
Yeah, something like
that.
Yeah.
I mean, a win is a win.
It's usually like that.
Yeah, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like this game is going to be, a walkover for Manchester United.
It may be a walkover, but then,
you know what? I'm a Chelsea fan, but tonight I am Team United. glory, Man United.
No, I basically feel all the top 4 teams this season are really picking up on their strides. They are all working towards winning their opening game so as to prove a point and also send a message to any other opponent coming to the future.
It also breeds confidence.
Yes, so they should definitely build confidence. But their confidence should not be built against a team like Wolves. Come on, what are you saying? The people that can talk about confidence are Chelsea and Liverpool. They want even Man City should pipe low. There's a lot to do this season.
Well, in other leagues, in the Spanish La Liga, Real Sociedad played out a 1-0 draw against Girona. Las Palmas also played out a 1-0 draw against Mallorca, while Athletic Bilbao lost 0-2 to Real Madrid at home. Yes, and yesterday, Barcelona, that was the game of the weekend in my opinion. They played out a goalless draw against Getafe. And coach Xavi, Rafinha got red cards, and also a Getafe player also got a red card. That was an intriguing game to watch, in my opinion. I want to hear your thoughts on that game, Coyote.
As the second son of Barcelona here in Nigeria, in Abuja,
all right,
I have to say I wasn't really happy with yesterday's scoreline. Okay. I must say I wanted a win. It's Getafe, for goodness sake, but we will not take away the hard work from the Getafe players. They did so well yesterday also, though they played the game as if we were in a rugby field, not in a football field. It was
really annoying to watch.
Just their first half, they had almost 4 yellow cards, and coming into the second half, they took a red card before our guy who always knows how to lose. No,
Rafinha got a red card first, and it was was totally uncalled for.
Very uncalled for. He lost his temper, and I think the defender was giving him this hard time, and he just felt, okay, let me give the guy a push, and from a push, there's a way you move your hands, and before you know it, a little touch might go into being a hard tackle, and that's what we saw yesterday. And considering the fact that he already had a yellow card earlier in the first half, making that error in the second half.
No, that was still the first half, in the 37 minutes.
The red card?
Yes, for Rafinha. That was in the first half. I think it was a straight red card.
Yeah.
Now that tackle,
it was the second yellow in the second half.
But I feel
that second yellow was for the Getafe player.
Yeah. Yes.
Not for Rafinha. Was a straight red card, and it was an intentional tackle.
Yes. So, but I think what happened yesterday was these guys, they know how hot-tempered Rafinha can be. Okay. Yeah. So, like, I think it was deliberately done to him, because sometimes teams do it that way.
Definitely,
they'll target this player. Target this player.
I mean, Hazard experienced that a lot when he was in the
so they do it that way. They do it that way. So I think Rafinha, on the other hand, fell for it, and that is what led to that. It was very unnecessary.
So it was totally uncalled for. Yeah. And in the last minute, Barcelona got a penalty which was disallowed because Gavi had handled the ball with his hand. And it was just a very disappointing outing.
No, the game yesterday was more like a tussle. It was more like a, I don't know, we like
1920 football.
I don't know what the Spanish league is breeding this season, but personally, I just feel Xavi needs to tell his players to play more of football. Then I know there are some teams, and I believe if Messi was in Barcelona, the kind of aggression that was pulled out yesterday from the Getafe players to them, there will be a way he would have calmed the players down. They don't need to basically react to them, because there are games like that where you see the opponents giving you an hard tackle. You need to just play them with the brain more than the physical game. But Rafinha and maybe Gavi, they are the two players we have presently that are very physical.
Yes,
they are ready to take you on.
Gavi is a no-nonsense player.
No nonsense. Gavi can sweep you from the lines of the throwing lines to the middle of. It gives
as well as he is. He's very good.
Very physical. When
another player that caught my attention was Oriol Romeo.
Yeah, Romeo.
I really loved watching him.
Also, I think that was one of the reasons this guy took the red card. Xavi, there was supposed to be a penalty for him, and the ref didn't want to give it.
Yeah, he was arguing with the ref.
Xavi was angry.
Overall, for me, I think Barcelona was exceptional yesterday. Even with one man down, they still handled that ball
and also will not take it away from Xavi building these very young players, trying to see that they can hold on. But I just want to see a bigger team play us. That's what I need now. I want to see
a bigger team you will get. Yes, it was. It was not so good for Harry Kane, who made his debut for Bayern Munich. Yes, he finally moved to Bayern Munich, and he says he had to, because he didn't want to have any regrets looking back at his career. Yes, of course, Bayern lost that counter to 3-0 to RB Leipzig. It was a DFB Pokal, and it was courtesy of Dani Olmo's hat-trick.
Olmo was.
Everybody thought
he was.
Olmo was just cleaning everything.
Everybody thought it was going to be a walkover for Bayern Munich.
For Bayern, yeah.
What went wrong? Did you watch that game?
I watched it. I watched that game. It was like, possession-wise, the Bayern Munich will always dominate possession.
Definitely.
But they were not creating enough chances.
Okay.
And then Leipzig were just so clinical. That was what worked for them the other day. They were just so clinical.
They knew where to put the passes. They knew where to put the runs.
And it was just working for them. It was just working for them. Any attack, go. They didn't have much, but they took their chances.
Now, the highlight of that particular game was Twitter. Now, Twitter was buzzing. Now, they said Harry Kane has brought the curse to Bayern Munich.
Village people.
Even if if Bayern gets to any finals and Harry Kane is there, I'm sorry, he might just that's what Twitter say.
I don't want to get to any finals, but no, it just I'm not one of those people that believe in the foolish people affecting you when it comes to football. I believe the better team always wins. That is, if you put more work into it. But we won't take it away from Leipzig. Leipzig over the years have not really proven to be the small or the cheap team, because
they are the third team in
even in the last season Champions League, you saw them. They were virtually everywhere. So at some point, it's just that the football will always be football. When you meet with some higher powers, you need to bow. But we saw Bayern. I think Bayern maybe just looked down on them and felt, okay, we can just play these guys on the lines and just go over with it, maybe 1 goal or 2 goals. And Leipzig, in the other hand, they've met Bayern Munich over time. Maybe they've mastered their game. They've understood that this is how to play these guys, and you definitely win them. And if we want to face the truth, Bayern Munich have defensive errors, too many defensive errors. From the Champions League last season to their own games last season, you see that Bayern Munich always use more of their midfield than their defense. Their defenders, I think Upamecano and the rest.
Upamecano is awful.
Upamecano, thank you. They know how to just. I don't know. Maybe it's more like a talent to lose guard ball to get.
Maguire kind of player.
I don't know. I just felt that was what
Maguire kind of player. I'm sure it was good news to Manchester United fans. Maguire has it.
Listen, Maguire is changing. Yes, Maguire is changing his mind.
Maguire is not agreeing personality.
I don't think Maguire wants to leave that.
And he said he wants to stay to fight.
Okay. He wants to fight.
Fight that he will not get.
How does that make you feel as a United fan?
Really bad. Maguire should go.
You need to see on his TV yesterday. You need to see how many fans were begging. Begging, Maguire, please go. Maguire, go.
Like, I feel like you guys should give Maguire a chance.
I'm not saying.
Get my point. He's not going to be starting. He's not just going to be like, the number one. I mean, if we're already taking the captain handband from this young man, is there not punishment enough?
But sorry, I have to ask professionally as a sports analyst. How do you, if you're in Maguire's shoes, how will you feel going back to a team where your captain band was
collected from you?
I can't do that. I won't go back.
So that's where I
think this is the love of the club.
No, it's not about the love.
Okay, let's talk about Moses Caicedo. Yeah. Now, since May, Chelsea has been, pursuing him. Finally, they've agreed a deal. Now, Moses Caicedo, he did something that, for me, right now, he's the MVP. Because he was on the verge of going for medicals on Friday to Liverpool. And he said, no, Chelsea is the club for me. Now, that's loyalty.
Yes, that's love.
That is love for it.
And that is the love Maguire has for Manchester United. That is the point I'm trying to prove.
Even Rasmus, the new striker from United, he did it because PSG wanted to buy him also. PSG came with a bigger offer. Okay, there was more money for him, more salary for him, but he said no. He's a huge fan of United.
Let's talk about love. Harry Kane loved Tottenham,
but he has
so much. Let's talk about love. Lionel Messi loved Barcelona.
No. For Lionel Messi, he would have gone back, but because of the money issues with Barcelona, he didn't want them to start selling off players just to have him in the club.
But he could beg his.
Look at Neymar. Neymar could have just been on his way back to Barcelona, but now he's going to Al Hilal.
The money is important.
The money is very important. Okay, just as I was saying before the program came live, I was talking about Rio Ferdinand giving his own arrows to the Lionel Messi fans and the Cristiano Ronaldo fans, giving them their kudos. Say many people were firing Cristiano Ronaldo when he made the move to El Nassr, and some people even went as far as saying because of the money.
Obviously, and it was because of the money.
Okay, you also said same. Okay, now he now asked a question: if you were given an opportunity to go to Inter Miami or El Nassr, where would you pick? And he said he's going to pick El Nassr because El Nassr is more competitive than Inter Miami.
All right.
So he's now trying to let us understand that Cristiano Ronaldo didn't go to El Nassr because of the money. He went there because he had more competition, more than Inter Miami. Now Inter Miami, Lionel Messi is proving to everybody now that it's not about the competition. It's all about if you're good, you're good, and we can see.
And I feel like I just want add to what he just said. I feel like for Messi, going to Inter Miami was more like, just going home, in my opinion, because America is
exactly what happened to Messi.
Do you understand?
And then the money is also very important.
Yes,
because
and the deal they gave, yes.
Messi's Inter Miami deal is wicked. Do you know what that means?
It's a dangerous one.
Okay, sorry to cut you short, yeah? Let's take those deal away, take everything away. Now, Messi is happy. Now, your happiness as a player comes first. Because if you are not happy, I don't think you give your
Messi is happy, no restrictions, all lights, and
he's enjoying the environment. And then, I think another thing that factored in Messi's move to Inter Miami was his family. He wanted to be close to home.
Yes, I'm making him watch all Marvel films now. You see Messi score
Spider-Man, all these love is happy.
Messi is so happy that he's even acting like a baby right now because he's playing football and he's enjoying playing football. And I think I wasn't in support of that deal for him to go to Inter Miami, but right now,
but Messi, sorry for cutting you, but before we even finish up the Messi talk, we all know Messi, my GOAT, has always been happy to play football. He always shows the joy.
He wasn't happy in PSG.
No. At some point he was enjoying PSG from the beginning until the game started going the other way. You saw the fans going against him. You saw more of lesser playing time. And even the wins were not coming. And you know all this our goats. Let me use our goat now because I know somebody here loves Cristiano Ronaldo to the bones.
And let's be guided. Our goat, the greatest of all time. You can continue.
What is the greatest of all time?
Lionel Andres Messi.
No, we can finish it off.
All right. Well, speaking of Paris Saint-Germain, Kylian Mbappe has agreed to stay with the club.
Like I posted, he's
not going for free next season.
Yeah, it's not going for free. That's one of the agreements. But like I posted yesterday, it's just a circle. For the past 3 seasons, we have been seeing it. Mbappe will make noise. Madrid will admire. At the diamond, Mbappe will agree to stay back.
But you notice Madrid didn't really push for Kylian.
They were pushing. If they had the opportunity, they had already spent 100 million.
I felt Madrid just wanted waiting till next season.
They had already spent 100 million on Bellingham.
But I felt it was wrong. Madrid would have pushed because for me, I'm not seeing a Madrid that can take on many teams this season. Sincerely, this Madrid I'm so unhappy with them. I watched their game and I asked many questions. What is going to happen to the 9? What's going to happen to their 4? Who is their striker?
Okay, now speaking of that number 9, now they've lost Harry Kane. They didn't go for Osimhen. They are going to beat themselves up this season.
Yes, Oselu is just there. He came into the game on 70-something minutes and it was just there.
I think this is the game plan for Madrid this season. I think this is what they want to do. By next season, the next transfer and summer transfer window, Osimhen is going to be available.
All right.
What's his name? What's this guy's name?
Haaland
is going to be available. Mbappe is also going to be available. I think Madrid they are just trying to
wait on the sideline.
Manage this season.
Even if they go trophyless.
Manage this season, even if they go trophyless, and then get their guys. Mbappe may likely come for a very cheap price next season.
And again, they need to be careful because they're already taking on injuries already.
Yes.
Is it Militao? Militao with an ACL for 2 hours, so it's gone. So they need to. For me, I just feel that the season, the window is still open. They should try.
They had already spent 100 million.
Although they've gotten Kepa, they got Kepa on loan.
On loan. They had already spent 100 million on Bellingham. Madrid may not want to spend another 100 plus for any other player this season again. Haaland may come for a cheaper price next season. Mbappe, may come for a cheaper price next season. Haaland has a 2 to 3 years contract with Man City. But if Haaland does not extend by the end of this season, Haaland is also going to be available for a cheap price. Okay, and then Osimhen also. I heard from what I learned. I think Osimhen is also the part of the deal. The recent deal with Napoli is that they are going to let him go for a cheaper price by the end of this season.
All right.
So these 3 world-class strikers are going to be available by the end of next season. Okay. So I think they are just trying to see how they can manage. That was why they went for Oselu. Okay, as a backup striker, he knows he's not going to get game time. Right now, they are banking on Rodrigo as their number 9 right now. Okay, so with Oselu as a backup striker, so they are just trying to manage. Let's see how we can finish this new season. Okay, and then get our guys by the end of this season.
All right,
I think that is what they are trying to.
Well, I hope that works out well for Real Madrid. They are looking like a team that really doesn't have much.
I hope they don't go to the Europa anyway.
No. I think they'll still go find a champion.
Yeah,
winning it. I don't know.
There's Tchouameni, Camavinga.
There's Camavinga. There's Tchouameni.
No.
Another thing is Bellingham. is a midfielder that likes
to move forward.
Yeah. And Bellingham can also play as the first nine.
In their last game too.
Yes, Bellingham can play as the first nine, even from the midfield. So I think they are just trying to see how they can manage it, since Bellingham can also play as a number 9.
All right.
When the game begins.
Well, like I said, I wish them all the best this season. I don't know what happens, but good luck, Real Madrid. Now let's talk about Manchester United and Chelsea. Now, on Friday, I saw a tweet from Dmitry Babatov.
Okay.
He said Chelsea or Manchester United are going to win the league this season. I don't know, you're Man United fans, I want to hear your reaction to that.
As much as I love my team, I don't see that happening.
And why?
I saw it also. As much as I love my team, I don't see that happening. Okay, this United team is still a work in progress.
Okay.
This team is achieving winning the Carling Cup last season, and then getting to the FA Cup final, and then entering top 4 also was a very big achievement. I think, to be honest with you, United actually overachieved last season. Okay, so it's a process. You can't skip any step. If you skip any step, you will come back to square one.
What if a miracle happens?
Yeah, a miracle can happen.
Like the one that happened with Leicester City.
A miracle can happen. There's always a room for miracles.
Oh, yeah?
But we all know this is a football game. Okay? Now, it's more technical these days. It's more technical. I don't see a thing like that kind of thing that happened to Leicester City happening again.
No.
In this era, like, it's going to be very difficult. It may happen, but the chances are very slim, very, very slim. So I don't see United. Chelsea is even worse. Too many cooks may spoil that soup. So it may happen like that.
Okay, let's hear from you, Kayode. Okay.
Personally, I just feel a lot might change. A lot will change. Let me not say might. A lot will change, considering the fact that everybody is on their heels at the moment. Everybody, all the clubs are working on. Yeah. See, West Ham now just got is it Prowse? Prowse. So everybody's ready. So this season, I just feel the mighty might fall, and the stones the builders rejected might become
the cornerstone. That's the my Chelsea. That's the my Chelsea.
He's actually not talking about Chelsea.
It might still with Chelsea though.
I'm looking at Brighton and maybe Liverpool.
Newcastle
is a very
deadly, I'm saying this season,
silent wicket team.
Newcastle will be taking on Man City next weekend.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. And let's not forget, Man City will be playing Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup on Wednesday.
Newcastle is a very quiet wicket. Look at their result. Look at their result.
They're currently top in the table.
Yeah, they're top in the table. They had more goals this weekend.
Yeah, they scored five
goals.
Take a look at it. I think more credit should be given to Eddie Howe. That guy is doing. He's not signing. He's not spending too much money.
And look at
what he's achieving.
Like, it's football. Basically, you need to just look into those that you can work with and work into them, because some of these players are players that maybe from where they were brought in, they were not really the guys that were doing much. But when you put in some words of encouragement, you push them to do more, maybe they might do more. Look at the way we gave so much kudos to Guardiola last season. And this season, I don't know what happened after the first half, but we saw Guardiola going all guns blazing towards Haaland. We don't know what happened, we can't say, but we just feel he's trying to push more. I don't know, maybe Haaland threw away or missed some clear-cut chances, but just as I
mean, Pep Guardiola has said it all. He said winning a treble was something great, but they don't think they can achieve that. But they're still going to fight this season. Yes. You understand?
That's the spirit of a fighter.
No, I'm sure you watched the weekend games, yeah? Who had the best debut of all the new signings for different clubs?
Me. What's his name? Bellingham.
Yeah, Bellingham did
he
was so happy. And he also got the man of the match.
Yes, he won the man of the match. Throughout that game, he was
everywhere.
He was dominant in midfield.
I think he's just enjoying life at Madrid. He's been as though he has been with the club.
He loves the team.
The longest time.
He loves the place. Declan Rice also did a nice job too.
Yeah.
Declan Rice also.
What about Disasi?
Disasi too. Yeah.
It was a bittersweet experience. It was a bittersweet experience. He scored, but then he didn't. To be honest, he didn't have the best of games yesterday, but he scored.
But it was wonderful with the defense line too yesterday. It was going in and out from the defense line, also making some very good interceptions from the Liverpool strikers.
But he didn't get the win now. That's the most important.
What about Nicholas Jackson though?
Jackson is a Drogba kind of player.
Jackson. I feel Jackson might be dragging the goals of the season with Alan this season.
Really?
Yes.
I know he's a very good striker.
It wasn't just opportune to score the goal yesterday, but you know Jackson, even from Villarreal where he came from. Jackson is someone that we push and keep pushing.
And he's always running.
He's always running. He has the agility, he has the balance, he has the physicality. Height. So it's possible he might. I see him doing that. I see him dragging.
Well, Chelsea might have picked up all 3 points, but they got a draw, and they are off to a very fine start. And another player that really amazed me was Enzo Fernandez. That guy is
Fernandez was phenomenal yesterday.
Yeah, he was. And now we've gotten Caicedo, where we partner both of them. I don't think the EPL is ready.
I don't understand, but what is the point, Chelsea? What do you want to achieve?
All right, I think you have to wait to find out. Well, that is the much you can take on the show today. Well, let's not forget Manchester United will be taking on Wolverhampton. Will it be glory Manchester United? Will it be Wolverhampton putting up a surprise against Manchester United? Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Cyprian Kayode, for being on the show with me. Thank you to our amazing viewers. Let's do this again, same time, same station tomorrow. I am Dear Estimba. Do have a wonderful day.